How was gym invented? Gym isn't the very first name for the place where people exercise and get fit. The journey started 3,000 years ago when it was named zurkhaneh in Persia, which means house of strength. However, the modern gym as we know it today has come a very long way from its origins. Those dumbbells, barbells, treadmills, or even the humble skipping rope have a story behind their invention, which we will cover today in detail. So, let's dive in and see how the gym was invented and how different countries adopted this concept of physical training. Yes, it won't help you put on those extra muscles, but it sure will be an interesting and informative journey through history. Gymnasium, or gym, derived from the ancient Greek word gymnasium, refers to an enclosed space dedicated to physical training. Unlike modern terms like health club or fitness center, which suggest many different activities, the word gym specifically makes us think of a place that is all about exercise. When you hear gym, you might think of people lifting weights, running on treadmills, or doing workouts focused just on getting fit. It's a space designed primarily for physical training and improving strength. Now, before we dive into the history of gym equipment, let's first see how gym itself evolved in different eras. In ancient Greece, gymnasiums were lively places where young men trained without clothes, showing their fitness commitment. These spaces were not shy or quiet. Instead, they celebrated the human body and skills of athletes. It was a place where people came together to encourage each other and enjoy the spirit of competition. These establishments served as centers for intellectual education, blending the pursuit of physical and mental strength. This duality explains why the term gymnasium is still used in various European countries to refer to secondary education institutions, merging the ideals of physical and academic growth. So, the very first gymnasiums date back more than 3,000 years to ancient Persia, where they were called zurkhaneh, which we said at the start. Just like today's gyms, these spaces were dedicated to promoting physical fitness and strength among individuals. Just imagine this atmosphere, energetic competitors gathering to train and showcase their skills. Fast forward a bit, and we find the Romans taking fitness to another level. The grand Roman baths, known for their luxurious baths, often featured impressive fitness facilities. Some of these baths were adorned with beautiful mosaics, celebrating local sports heroes and inspiring patrons to pursue their athletic passions. Next up, we have gyms in Germany. The roots of these fitness havens can be traced back to the Turnplatz, an open-air gymnastics area established by the German educator Friedrich Jahn in 1811. This outdoor space was all about promoting strength and physical fitness, and became a cornerstone for a powerful gymnastic movement. Friedrich Jahn's ideas inspired the Turners, a dynamic group from the 19th century that embraced physical training and social ideals. Fast forward to 1827, and we find John Neale in Portland, Maine, proudly opening the first public gym in the United States, taking cues from Jahn's innovative model. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Atlantic, the first indoor gym in Germany emerged in 1852, thanks to the efforts of Adolf Spiess in Hesse. Then, during worldwide colonization, Great Britain greatly influenced sports and games across numerous countries. In the 1800s, schools and colleges began incorporating programs that highlighted the importance of health, strength, and physical fitness. Sports rooted in European and British traditions grew in popularity, especially as college students and elite clubs funded competitions. This increased enthusiasm led to the development of playgrounds in towns, which encouraged even more participation in sports and physical activities. In the early 1820s, there were efforts to start gyms in the United States. John Neale played a big role in this, helping to spread the idea through his writings in magazines like the American Journal of Education and The Yankee. His work helped clear the path for the fitness movement to grow in America. This was an important step in making fitness and exercise popular nationwide. Later in the century, the Turner movement emerged, flourishing into the early 20th century as a beacon of fitness and community spirit. Established in London in 1848, the first Turner group inspired a wave of gymnasiums across cities like Cincinnati and St. Louis, where they catered to the needs of the thriving German-American populations. These gyms served everyone from adults to spirited youths, eager to embrace physical activity. For example, a young Lou Gehrig was known to train at the Turner Gym in New York City alongside his father. The Boston Young Men's Christian Union proudly lays claim to being America's first gym, with the YMCA taking shape in Boston in 1851, and soon branching out to Rangersville in 1852. By 1861, approximately 200 YMCAs dotted the American landscape, offering spaces for exercise, games, and social engagement. The decade of the 1920s brought further growth, with public high schools sprouting up across the nation, each featuring gymnasiums thanks to the vision of Nicholas Isaranga. Today, gymnasiums are found in almost every college, high school, middle school, and even elementary school in the US. They play a big part in physical education, intramural sports, and community gatherings. Over the years, fitness gyms and private health clubs have grown rapidly, more than doubling in number since the late 1980s. This shows how much fitness culture has changed and grown around the world. Now, let's dive in and talk about the history of some popular gym equipment. Dumbbells. The first dumbbells were developed by Greek trainers and athletes between 800 and 700 BC. These early dumbbells, called halteres, were made from stone and came in different sizes to offer various resistance levels. Athletes utilized halteres for several exercises, such as lunges, plyometric jumps, running, and general strength training. Over the centuries, these simple tools evolved. By the 1700s, they were crafted from wood, and by the late 1800s, they featured a steel handle connecting two globes filled with iron shot. Alan Calvert, who founded Neale Barbell, introduced more advanced designs with steel bars that allowed for plates to be added. Despite the advancements in design and materials, modern dumbbells still closely resemble those ancient versions that are nearly 3,000 years old. Barbell. In the 1700s, fitness enthusiasts began using a weighted wooden stick known as the wand, which resembled modern weighted bars but was heavier. This innovative equipment eventually paved the way for the barbell, initially made from either wooden sticks or metal bars with attached weights. By the mid-1800s, barbells had transformed into a more refined version, featuring a metal handle with weighted globes on each end that were filled with steel shot. These early barbells required users to engage their core and maintain full body control during exercises. The first plate-loaded barbells, which are now the standard design, were introduced in 1902 by the Neale Barbell Company. Treadmill. The treadmill wasn't always powered. In fact, the concept of indoor cardiovascular exercise using equipment seemed absurd as late as the 1800s. During the 1870s, inventor Nicholas Potter secured 3 patents for what he called enterprise dog power, with the first patent for a pivoting track frame issued in 1871. Potter's subsequent patents came in 1875 and later introduced mechanisms for elevating the platform and an adjustable track frame. Originally designed for walking dogs, these manual treadmills paved the way for human use, resembling today's models like Technogym's Skillmill and Woodway's Curve. The first motorized treadmill was developed in 1889 by Zunz and Lehrman, primarily for research into human performance. Fast forward to 1952 when Robert Bruce and Wayne Quinton unveiled the Quinton treadmill. This updated treadmill soon became very popular in hospitals and schools, setting a high standard that many new treadmills try to reach. However, not many can match the strength and long-lasting quality of those first Quinton models. After all, old is gold. Rowing machine. With the dawn of the 1800s, cardiovascular training revolved around activities like walking, cycling, and running. However, a major innovation occurred in 1871 when William B. Curtis introduced the first indoor rowing machine designed for cardiovascular workouts. A passionate rower himself and a founding member of the New York Athletic Club established in 1868, Curtis aimed to create a training solution that allowed individuals to stay fit year-round, regardless of their location. His design featured a flywheel and ratchet system, which later served as the blueprint for contemporary rowing machines, still in use at clubs and studios around the globe. So, this is how gym was born, developed, and became an important part of our lives. People of early civilizations were aware of the importance of physical health, and they created basic equipment like halteres. This desire to stay fit and healthy continued to evolve over time, leading to the development of modern gymnasiums and advanced fitness equipment like dumbbells, barbells, and treadmills. Let us know in the comments if you hit the gym every day or if you think it's just a time-consuming trend. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.